ladies and gentlemen, it's Christelle Martinette here, and I'll be introducing with this brief 1-minute introduction to all the February readings, just to tell you that in the month of February, there is no full moon. The full moon is going to take place on or about the 31st of January, and we'll have a new moon the 15th, mid-month, 15th of February. Now, I'm going to do the readings for February with a deck called the Tarot of the Obscure Fables. I'll show you those cards, and of course I'll have my VERA SIBILLA cards here and Neapolitan cards should I need them, and I'll have with me this time the very first runes that I ever used, and it's a set of runes that I made myself, and we'll be seeing that. And also I wanted to mention that I'll be using this channel, Christelle Martinette, for card readings, monthly card readings, and for scrying sessions, for moon readings. Anything else will be in my other I still haven't got off this cough. I'll be using my other video YouTube channel called Mystic Scrying Medium Christelle. I'll try to put a link or just mention it below. And now off to the readings. Hello Virgo. Hi, this is Christelle Martinette with another reading for you for the month of February, Virgo. As I always say, I like to shuffle on camera, even though they were shuffled after the last reading, Virgo. Let's see what comes up with the tarot base in this spread for the month of February, Virgo. Okay, let me show you the cards first off. This is I'm going to have to get a little more light right here in front. Hang on there. Here we go. I think you can see that now. This is the Judgment card. Then we have our King of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Star. Power packed cards you have here, and the Five of Pentacles. Now the question that you come into the month with, this is the Judgment card, Pluto and Scorpio. There's something that truly is grinding, that is of utmost importance for you, that you want to solve. It seems that there's something that undermines your very, I don't mean undermines, that is at the basis of your very soul. You know, the questions that we all ask ourselves, who am I, where am I going, what am I doing? But not in those terms. It happens very suddenly in your days. You go along business as usual, and then you stop and thinking, what am I doing? There's something wrong here. Or there's not something wrong, but there's something not right. Okay, so there is this questioning that that you entail, that you enact during the beginning of the month. You come in with the month, and that conditions your days, the month of February. Here we have with this King of Pentacles, that's fire in earth, and it is a necessary card of action that wants you spiritually to find a response so as to help you ground yourself more, regardless of what you're experiencing the month of February. Now, the Ten of Wands here is Saturn in Sagittarius. There is this sense of oppression. Okay, but it's the end of a cycle. As I said, as you come in, you ask yourself, have I done the right thing? There must be something I'm not seeing, you say to yourself. You know that you're right there to understand, but there's something that you haven't thought of yet. This is mirroring, however, this is your environment. And see, the environment could be different for all of us. For example, if I talk of my environment, it could be where I go to the gym, the swimming pool. I swim, so it could be the environment, my playful environment, my health environment, or it could be the interaction with clients, what type of environment I instill and what kind of energy comes to me, and I'm able to clean, clear, and lift. So this, and it also has to do with relationships. Do I keep people at bay? Am I ready to interact? Right, I'm using myself as an example. How am I acting with the people I do interact with? What kind of relationship do we have? Is it something pleasing for me? Am I not true to myself when I'm interacting with these people? This is the environment, and the environment is mirrored by this star card. And the star is the card of Aquarius. These are all questions you're asking yourself, and it's you with yourself. You're questioning what can possibly, not really, I don't mean to say that they are indeed, fully blown questions, but they are ruminations, they're things that you're thinking of and you're processing and you want to reprocess and want to think again about. And those have to do with your emotions. Your emotions, the month of February, take on a very verbal, not necessarily word open, but a communicative I with myself nature. You ask yourself, what is it about the emotions? Are they more productive? Can they be more productive? Are my emotions helping me? Is the way I'm enacting my emotional life serving me? Is it serving others who I interact with as well? Now there's this element of change that is signified here by the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is a card of Taurus. It's Mercury in Taurus. And, wanting to, I don't want to say the get rich quick card, but feeling, underlying the whole situation, a feeling of ineptness, a feeling of poverty, but not financial poverty. Here we're talking about a spiritual, we're not talking about financial goods here and monetary value. We're talking about spiritual life and the way you're interacting with your environment and with others through your emotions. I'm going to take the Vera Sibilla here to see what they can tell us, and I'm going to start with the Five of Pentacles, this Mercury in Taurus card, and then go to the Ten of Wands, the Saturn in Sagittarius card, and see what they can tell me about this. Let's go to the Five of Pentacles now. All right. It's always funny, it's always interesting how these cards interact. Malinconia, the nostalgia, melancholy, military, the militare, and the donna di servizio, the housemaid. Now, this is a benevolent, this is always benevolent, and the benevolence is mirrored with this idea of looking back. Nostalgia and melancholy is a condition where you look to the past and all that was, and this is where the secrets lie. The military is strength, but it's also hidden strength, and that's where you can get your hidden strength. Go back, and we'll see this through the casting of the rooms as well. You'll find. Now I'm going to take the. My mother always told me, when your palm itches, that's money coming on, but it wasn't my palm. It was my. Maybe it means money going out. Virgo. Let's see how the Sibylla interact with this Ten of Wands? Okay, now I have this Gran Consolazione, this great consolation. It's one of the best cards in the deck. It is abundance in all sense, in every sense of the word. Gelosia now, this is our enemy here, jealousy, and which also is a loss of some sort. And then we have the conversazione. Now, this Ten of Wands, as we generally do know, the 10 is the end of a cycle. And what happened in that cycle? It was a cycle where there was the sensation of loss that now is over and done with. You know, they know, everyone knows. But there is the, what we say in Italian, strascico, there is the tail end of that feeling. You know, I'm just coming out of it now. But remember, it's mirroring the star, Virgo. Let me take the runes and cast them and see what they have to say. I'm still not itching and scratching my palm. That's not a good thing. All right, now, we have Algit's Merkstave here, but the nameless, faceless rune weird as well, and it has to do with orientation, guidance, and where you are going, where you get your information. You are working without a net, okay? There is no net here. There's a risk involved the month of February, but when that risk is minimized when you do what your gut tells you to do. Interestingly, the Thurisats is such a difficult rune. Thurisats comes down like an axe and tells you that this needs to be done. All right, the going back and assessing what has happened to you for you to understand. Fehu, before abundance, Merkstave, before abundance comes in. This will not be the Wunyo Merkstave. It will not be easy for you, so be prepared about that. At times you will, to your Merkstave, at times you will feel it is not serving you at all. But our hopes are put into Diag. Diag is this rune that tells you there is a moment when time doesn't it's not involved. Time seems to stand still when we have to go within. And Diag is there to tell you this is the time when time stands still for you. So don't worry how much time you spend going within, because ultimately you will understand. Virgo, like I said to all of my signs, this month they are one different than the other, the readings, so, and the way they should be, but so intense, the intensity of the readings this month of February. I don't remember a month in the past that, since I've been on YouTube, that was as intense as this. And I like this deck, this tarot of the obscure fables. They're very rich. They speak with loud voices. Thank you for joining me, and I'd like to thank those diehard subscribers of mine. Thanks for staying around, and new subscribers, welcome. Like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate that. Namaste, ladies and gentlemen, until we read together again. Bye-bye.